My next guest was born and raised in the Boston metro area. It is none other than Arthur Deitch. He is the broker-owner of Red Tree Real Estate in Brookline. Arthur, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
It's such a pleasure to have you here. It is your first time, so we really appreciate you being on The American Dream. I am so excited to talk to you about this topic today because you are a top producer in your area. You were featured in Real Estate Magazine under Who's Who to Watch in 2016. So you are the man to go to with this question. I want to ask you, it is a new year now, it's 2018. What do you advise buyers and sellers to do this year if they do plan on making a move?
Well, obviously education is first, but the price per square foot sold is higher than the actual price per square foot listed. So basically what that means is the asking price is just a mirage. And usually it's used as honey instead of vinegar in these cases to round as many people up. So it's important for you to have either education yourself or a realtor you can trust to give you the actual value of it. Because there's two types of value. There's the actual mathematical calculation of what a place is worth, and there's also how the market is actually moving. The whole point is to find a comfortable median.
Right. What are some ways, Arthur, that a buyer can stand out from the competition?
So I technically hate the word industry standard. If you're using the industry standard $1,000 down for your offer, and then you have 7 days for your home inspection, and then you have the standard 7 days for your purchase and sales, you're just going to look like everyone else out there who's bidding with you. So it's important to protect yourself, but at the same time, stand out from the rest of these competitors. So maybe you put $5,000 or $10,000 down with your offer. You still have a home inspection. You can back out after the home inspection, or you have what's called a mutually agreeable purchase and sales agreement, which means you have many outs, but the whole point is to win the war of the bid, to get to that.
When standing out, does it ever leave the buyer more vulnerable?
Absolutely, there is reward when there is more risk taken, though. In these situations, I personally think that once you have the place under contract, it's up to you to feel like you're comfortable with it. There's nothing worse than buyer's remorse. But buyer's remorse really comes from an emotion. It's not based on an educational decision. So when you have your home inspection, you can take another look at the house then. When you have your purchase and sales, you can analyze what you got from the home inspection. And before you close, you want to be financially capable of closing. So you have 3 ways where you can back out of a deal unless you don't like it.
Arthur, sometimes we hear that we should make ourselves more personal to the seller if we are the buyer, that we should write a note or we should include a photograph of our family, let's say if we're buying a single family home or something of that nature. What are your thoughts on that?
I love that stuff. I really do. Some people, they want to keep emotion aside as a seller, but as a buyer, it could only help. I mean, I ask for that type of thing. If you have a pet or a family member who is going to live with you, or you're moving your family across country, the seller should know sometimes they're looking for the person to also love and care and cherish and grow in that house, rather than just buy it, demolish it, and, sell it to the next person.
Right, absolutely. We are running out of time, but I do quickly want to talk about the fact that you do private sales on a website, propertysalesboston.com. Can you tell me about that quickly?
Sure. Red Tree Real Estate specializes in a niche market. It's the market that doesn't end up on Zillow. It doesn't end up on MLS. It doesn't end up online at all. We do private sales. So a lot of the time, people don't want their personal business out there. So whether they're going through a divorce, whether they don't want to bother their tenants, we tend to find a lot of investment clients who want to sell their buildings privately. And we specialize in single families, commercial properties, everything real estate related under the sun. And at the end of the day, you get more of a chance to sit relax and think about your offer. There's not 50 people walking through an open house with you. It's a very quiet and schedulized and professional approach.
Right, absolutely. What a valuable resource. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We encourage our viewers to reach out to you. You certainly are one of the best in the business. We really appreciate you being on the show today.
My pleasure.
And if you have any other questions, reach out to us online, AmericanDreamNetwork.tv. We'll be right back with more of the American Dream.